Hey guys, welcome back to the Ask Me World podcast. It's really good to be back. I know I'm in a different setting, but yada yada. I'm always in many different settings, but today I have a lovely guest. Dora, do you want to introduce yourself and let us know what you do and who you are?
Yes, thank you very much. So I'm Dora Lohay. I'm Hungarian and I'm an autism activist. Since I have three children, of which the first two have autism, they are almost grown up now. My daughter is 18, my boy in the middle is 16, and my smallest son is 15 now. And I wrote two books about autism. And actually, I think we're going to talk about the first one now because that's the only one available in English so far. It's A Change of Karma and
Wow.
Romania. Yeah.
So what is the autism support like in that part of Europe for like mums and kids?
Well, it's certainly less developed than in the UK or in Holland, which are the two most advanced countries for now in Europe
Interesting.
for autism, but I think it's coming up. There's a very good school for special teachers, and more young people want to learn about autism and special education. Since, well, I don't know about the numbers in the UK. In Hungary now, 1 of 100 people has autism. So
Hmm.
obviously it is something we have to talk about, and we have to not only try to integrate these children because some are integratable and others are not, depending on the degree of autism.
That's correct, yeah. So there's level systems. It's quite shocking, really, that you'd say that it was underdeveloped because I believe that Budapest is probably one of the most visited places in Europe, right? Because like it's such a beautiful place and everybody goes there on vacation.
It is
You
very
know,
popular.
and so a lot of people probably would settle there. So 1 in 100 people in Budapest will probably have autism, right? How can we have such a busy place with, such a popular place without the support in place, Because obviously it has a very dense population there. It's
Well,
quite
it's
interesting.
it's coming up, but all the social structure, they need time to develop all these structures, and it takes time because people don't know much about autism. This is also why I do all this work on a voluntary basis, because I believe that people are scared of things or may judge things that they don't understand. And
Yeah.
I've been judged so many times in my life, like the mom who doesn't know how to educate her kids.
Is the
Strange.
yeah.
People look at you if your children behave strange in a supermarket or whatever, and and basically this is what I'm working for, because I it was like a big revelation when I realized it's not their fault. They don't know. It's my fault. I have to communicate about it. And this is what
100%.
I'm, yeah.
What is the biggest kind of like learning curves you've had being a mum of kids on the spectrum, and especially in your part of the world? What was the biggest learning curve you've had so far, or like the biggest difficulty you've had to overcome?
That's a very difficult question. But I think it's about acceptance, and it's about me not having to justify. I think it's the whole journey is a journey of also this rediscovering myself and I think taming myself to this new situation, because I've been to very extreme situations thanks to my kids, because my daughter is extremely slow and my son is extremely fast. And
Mhm.
then imagine you have to adapt to all this with three kids and all the
Mhm.
situations that this can provoke. One
Mhm.
running away, the other one staying there,
Yeah.
and you know what to do. So basically, I think the biggest lesson for me was that your children educate you, and that having such special children permitted me to, I think, become a better person, because they are just special, and obviously I had to come up to this level to be able to consider it like this and not feel like a victim, and not think that, oh my God, what happened to me? Why has it happened to me? I think
Yes.
that's not
Not going to
going
help, is
to,
it?
no, it's not going to help. The only thing that really helps is to really look at the sunny side of it, and which is that, oh my God, my children don't know any competition. They're not interested in money. They are of such a goodwill, and everything they've taught me, it goes into the direction of development. I'm becoming a Buddhist, like a monk, because I've become patient. I understanding other people, having so much more compassion, and they have taught me so much about life. Not only, I sorry to say, I wouldn't speak only about Hungary, because my travel memoir about India
Mhm.
is a total different setting, and we had a very different experience there. And since I hope we're talking about the book too, so I think
Of course.
that's also an interesting topic.
So yeah, that was just about to transition into that. I was going to ask, like, so talk to me about the book. What is your first book about, and why did you write it?
Yeah. Okay. So, I had been doing everything in order to have my children, every special and diet supplement and whatever development techniques, so that they can better integrate into society, and a lot of research and mom training and whatever. And I think I hadn't been at the level of 100% acceptance myself back then. And I got an opportunity to go to India to a guru who had never healed people outside from India before. And he promised, obviously, I asked him, okay, you're a healing guru, but we're not sick. So what are you going to do with us? And he said, oh, I'm just going to change your karma, with this special
Yeah,
Indian.
I do. My Indian friend, I've asked them this. I said, "Is this a yes or a no?" And my friend Abbas was
You
like,
never
"It's
know.
both." I'm like, "Well, how do I know?" Like, come on,
Very
Abbas.
complicated.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know this stuff. It's so funny. Culture is
Yeah.
fascinating. But anyway, yes, carry on.
To
Yeah.
have to look beneath the lines or under the lines. So yeah, so I decided that I had nothing to lose, and I had given up my career anyway. So I said to myself, okay, let's go for it. It's like one in a lifetime chance to go to India. Obviously, it was a very brave adventure because it's only crossing the
Yeah.
street in a 14 million inhabitant chaotic city like
Can be
Bangalore in
dangerous,
India.
right? Yeah.
It's like a survival tour. It was stressful, but it was a really one in a lifetime experience. And we went to this temple every day for the sessions, energy sessions with the guru. And since I felt alone. I was 24/7 with the kids, totally alone, and everyone was worried. I started writing a blog just to inform friends and family about what was going on. And somehow people were so interested in our story, this crazy woman going for totally alone in such a different culture, that people started talking about us, and then the whole country was reading us without knowing us in person. And then I said to myself, okay, this is what I've been looking for. This is the opportunity. I had like this feeling, the strong feeling that I had been wanting to communicate about autism, but I didn't
Mhm.
know how, and I didn't want to reveal our private life. But
Yeah.
then I thought, okay, but it's for the benefit of everyone. So it's much in a balance, it's much better than bad. So let's go for it. And I started writing into the everyday stories of India. I started
Hmm.
incorporating also what is life about with autism.
Interesting.
And it was a big revelation for me that people are interested in 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 autism, in us, in just a woman story. I hadn't had the courage before, to stand up and just start communicating about us. And that's where
Wow.
I realized how important it is to talk about it. And this,
100%.
yeah, and this is
Did
how people will understand us better.
you're absolutely right. The basis of any form of progression starts with communication. And if we don't have communication, A, understood, or B, actually actioned, then we have nothing. The breakdown, they have no affinity, no reality. We have nothing. We just energy floating about, right, with no communication. And it's funny because by writing the book, by putting those thoughts, by putting your lived experience down, you're actually communicating something that other people will definitely relate to, and you validate other people. There may be and so please, were you a single mum, you said at the time, with the three kids?
Yes, yes, I had
So
divorced by then.
yeah, so you're a single mum, navigating the world with kids. Hey, let me tell you something. Being a mum, being a parent, but being a mum specifically is the hardest job in the world. People underestimate how difficult it is to be a mum because you're not just, it's not just being a parent and changing diapers. It's being somebody who is the educator, the cook, the nutritionist, the life planner, the spiritual guide, the emotional support, the counselor, the protector, everything all at once, right? Even if the dad's in the picture or not, right? And as a dad, I see this from the mums because I have my kids with their biological mother, and I have stepkids, and I have my fiance. And the role of a mother is so difficult, and it's so hard and so challenging, yet obviously very rewarding. But also at the same time, you add in disability to that, right? Of any profound disability, and autism being such a difficult one because it's based on communication difficulties. It's like, oh my goodness. Like sometimes I feel like those mothers can feel like they're drowning, right? How do I keep afloat? So what you're doing, the book you wrote, sorry, and the title of the book was, so can you,
I think it's a change of karma, half a year in India alone with 3 children and autism.
amazing. I'm going to link this, anybody listening and watching, I'm going to link it in the show notes and the video description so you can actually get a hold of the book straight away. And I'll link you to Dora's socials. But men, thank you so much. Because like it's so difficult. People don't realize, the difficulty that women have in society. Then you add on being a mother of special needs kids alone, it's difficult and nobody understands that. So the bravery and the courage to kind of go forward and put that out, exposing your life, your personal life, communicating that outward is not just something that's going to help people in the short term. It's actually going to create a ricochet of like, wow, in the bigger picture, people are going to be like, wow, and hopefully it'll give more people confidence, especially women, and encourage them forward. Because I'm a big advocate for women's rights, because there still is this divide, right? And it's like it's crazy. So, how can people find you online if they want to? Thank you, my lovely. So, my fiance. How can people find you online if they want to learn more about you and your specific, like, what you do, or your books and the other things you've got coming out? Because you said you wrote a blog as well, right?
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your compliment. I don't say it's not true. It's actually true. It's the less paid job in the world.
It is.
But
It's
still a
24/7, dude. Yeah, yeah.
lifelong job. But I think it's wonderful to be a mother and a woman. I'm really happy with this. In spite of all difficulties I've had, it's a fantastic journey. For me, it's like if I had lived already, I'm only going to be 53, but I have like three lives already in one. So it's so complex, it's so intense. Yeah, with a lot of challenges, but that's okay.
Hey, can I just say something, Dora? Like,
Yeah, sure.
whatever you experience here and whatever you learn here, you will take with you on the next life, right? And the other thing is, and I always say this to people, and I coach people one to one, like autistic adults, and I say to them, hey, anything in life worth having should be hard work. And when we realize that, then everything else becomes, like you said, you forget that you're a victim, you become more of a, what am I learning from this? What is God teaching me? What is the universe, is providing this for me? Why? And then you figure that out, and then you're less, and you did exactly that. And I love this because I'm also well trained in Buddhism, and I used to follow the Eightfold Path, and that led me on to other things. But yes, sorry, carry on. So people can
Yes.
find
Yes, so
you.
where can people find me? So I have a web page. It's unfortunately it's my name, which is complicated, but hopefully you will put it,
Yes,
in
we'll
writing.
link it. No problem at all.
Okay, so it's www.lohoyaidora.com, and there is HU, sorry, HS, but I will send it over to you. And so there's a blog, everything is in both languages. So there is also my blog is also available in English. And I also have courses for parents because I try to support people who are still new with the diagnosis and who are kind of lost how they're going to manage their new life. And since I've gone this through without a lot of help, I want to support other people so that it doesn't take them so much time and effort. So
Beautiful.
this is what you find there. And also my book is available obviously on my webpage and
Yep,
on
amazing. And you said you've got another book that's out, but it's not in English yet, right?
it's not out in English yet. Maybe I'm going to have it translated. It's about our 13 first years because I
Very
wrote it when
important.
my daughter was 13, and it's interesting because there's a change of view of who is talking. So I
Mm.
show same situation through my as the mother's point of view, my smallest son who is not on the spectrum, and the two others at their actual intellectual level of their age and through the eyes of autism. And I haven't said it before, but my son in the middle, he has also intellectual disability and Tourette syndrome.
Oh, bless him.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's interesting because yeah, I'm showing different point of views.
Amazing. You're such an inspiration, I love this. And especially, from your part of the world. I mean, going to India is no easy trip. It might be okay for like a solo backpacking dude, but like for a mum with three kids, special needs, oh my goodness, amazing stuff. Look, I'm so blessed that you came on my show. I honestly, my viewers are going to love this, and it's going to be the full episode that we've talked about now. There's going to be released to all my VIP clients, and then there'll be a smaller kind of episode that will be out across all my socials because everyone needs to know about this book and your journey. So
Thank you
thank you,
so
Dora,
much.
for that. Thank
The if you can, I don't know if you can put it out soon because in 2 days, on 2nd of April, it's
Yes.
the World Awareness Day.
Autism.
So it would be a nice occasion.
Amazing. Yeah. So yeah, well, if you stay on the line when I finish the recording, yeah, we'll
Okay.
sort that out. Okay. Right.
Okay. Thank you.